You're in the Business Insurance Zone with me, Steve Savant, syndicated financial columnist and contributing author to Backroom Technician. This week on The Biz, the video sales soap opera series, and on today's show, funding life and disability buy sells with special co-host and co-creator of Selling Technologies, Jerry Mayanardi.
When it comes to life insurance, annuities, long-term care, disability, or group pension plans, we're the news you can use.
Well, welcome everyone to the Business Insurance Zone. I'm your host, Steve Savant, and we're broadcasting to a nationwide audience of financial advisors right here in Fountain Hills, Arizona, home of America's largest fountain. And today and all this week, we will be featuring Business Killers, part of the huge Selling Technologies package developed by Jerry and Michael Mayanardi. Hey, Jerry.
Steve.
I'm trying to get that Italian name going.
It's okay, it's Monday.
It's Monday. Everybody is always talking to me about video. I mean, we are the #1 videographer in the nation in anything financial services. I mean, we just are. Our numbers are huge. We're running about 165 to 170,000 page views a month just on the net, not to mention the guys that get our show direct distribution and subscription. But when I saw, and I've seen your stuff for a good decade, it's been out on the street, and I'm so surprised that people haven't picked up on this, because you have taken video in the financial services industry to a whole new level. I call it soap opera insurance.
Right.
I mean, it's unreal. Talk a little bit about Business Killers and how did you and your brother get into this?
Steve, it came out of our frustration as to how we were approached as business owners by the insurance industry. So it exists today.
Oh, so you were clients. You weren't even in the business.
We've never been in the business.
Never been in the business. And so you're being approached by people coming in to your business, talking to you about buy-sell agreements, which we're talking about today, and things of this nature. And the approach of agents and registered reps were just not there.
It's just talking about product. Mm-hmm. And again, the industry pays lip service to not selling in that fashion, mm-hmm. but the agents just fall back into the same pattern. Mm-hmm. So that's why, my brother and I went on this mission, because we came out of a motion picture and film background, mm-hmm. and musician background, right. As you know, and ended up producing what became the first version of Business Killers, mm-hmm. back in 97 and
now let's talk about
2000.
That name, Business Killers.
Right.
Why did you give it that name? It's a great name, edgy.
That is the very reason, because 6 steps to financial freedom is a total non-starter. Mm-hmm. I mean, no business owner is going to stop and take notice of that, but Business Killers, avoiding the 6 mistakes that can kill your business, it at least causes pause for mm-hmm. consideration. So that was the reason.
Well, I just had a buy-sell agreement that I was introduced to. They said, Steve, we want you to look at this. I looked at material. I put together sample docs. I put together sample ideas, buy-sell, cross-purchase, stock redemption, wait-and-see trust. I packaged it all up, and then I took a little clip from your buy-sell, sent that in there, and they looked at the clip for 90 seconds. They didn't look at any of my material. They didn't look at it, and that was a $24,000 target premium case. Now, I'm into video, everybody knows that. I'm bringing to the table today, all this week, every segment of the Business Insurance Zone, I'm going to give you a clip of what Jerry has put together with his brother Michael in Selling Technologies. This week, we're featuring Business Killers. Today, we're talking about buy-sell disability. And I think this is a huge, huge opportunity for you to get through the gatekeepers that usually are sitting there holding back and not letting you approach their business owners.
Right. I mean, you cannot penetrate that initial contact point with numbers and product. It's not going to happen.
I sent out a little clip to our agents saying, guys, what do you want to do? Would you rather send this out, a 90-second buy-sell video, or would you rather send out material? Well, why should I say this? Let's go to the clip right now and watch one of these buy-sell from Selling Technologies on Business Killers.
Ellen, so good to see you.
Nice to see you, Jim.
Please, have a seat. So, how are the kids?
They're doing well, considering. Listen, I don't want you to think I'm trying to be difficult.
Oh, Ellen, I know that.
Unfortunately, Jack didn't leave me a whole lot.
Sure.
What I do have are 3 kids and a mortgage. And when I found out what I was getting from the buy-sell agreement, I know. Look, there's no other way to say this. It's just unfair. I know the business is worth more than that.
Ellen, that agreement was drawn up almost 10 years ago.
So?
Well, the truth is, Jack and I just never got around to updating it. Believe it or not, that's what happened.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that if there was more, I would give it to you. I would. But the only way for me to raise more cash would be to sell the business. And if I do that, then I'd lose everything I've worked for.
Look, I don't know anything about that. What I do know is that this business is worth more than what I'm getting in the buy-sell agreement. Listen, I'm not trying to make trouble, and I'm not saying that I don't believe you.
Good, because what I'm telling you
I
is the
just
truth.
think it would be a good idea if I spoke to an attorney. I just want what I'm entitled to.
I felt the feeling and the pain of watching that video clip. Jerry.
It has to be emotionally dense. It has to immediately engage the business owner, the viewer, and once they become emotionally attached, now substantive planning can take place.
When we come back from the break, we're going to continue to talk about buy-sell disability insurance and view this video with Jerry. And don't forget to watch Business Killers. You can absolutely see it for 30 days. Just hop out to www.businesskillers.com/thebiz. We'll be right back after the break.
You're listening to the insurance industry's #1 resource for products, planning ideas, carrier information, and interviews you can use. When it comes to life insurance, annuities, long-term care, disability, or group pension plans, we're the news you can use.
Did you know the average 401k runs out of money just 7 to 8 years into retirement? Time Magazine, the Wall Street Journal, and many other publications have warned of the difficulty of saving with a 401k. But what if there was a way to create tax-free lifetime retirement income with no stock market risk? Good news, there is.
You know, living in fear of the next market dive is not the way I want to live my life.
Why would I go out there and take on risk when I don't need to?
I have a lot less stress knowing I can't lose any more of my retirement savings in the stock market.
Call now to receive your free, no-obligation analysis of what this retirement vehicle could do for you, a comparison to your current retirement plan, and a free video that explains this exciting opportunity. Start planning a retirement you can enjoy instead of worrying about future tax increases and stock market losses. Creating income that will last your entire life is the most important thing you'll ever do. Take control of your future. Call now for your free analysis, comparison, and video.
Well, welcome back to the Business Insurance Zone. I'm Steve Savant with Jerry Marinardi. And remember, you can order today's materials at The Biz. And while you're out there, click on the background technician icon at the Biz blog for the 30-day free trial offer. Just hop out there for the best needs analysis in the industry. And remember, before moving forward with anything that you hear on our show, always check in with your legal counsel and your CPA. And if you're FINRA licensed, always check in with your broker-dealer compliance department. I'm with Jerry from Selling Technologies. We're talking about it. And Business Killers is our platform, their flagship, actually one of their big flagships. They got two, Family Matters. We'll be getting that in a couple weeks. And we're talking about now disability buyout. Now, it's interesting. We just came off Disability Month. You know, May was completely focused on that.
Yep.
And I noticed that so many people were shocked by the statistics of disability. We do buy, sell on life insurance all the time, but hardly anybody's addressing disability. And this video clip that you have on disability, it really is unnerving, I have to say. It really upsets your thinking, and it really puts it in real life, as I call it, soap opera scenes. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, again, business owners are so busy working in their business, they don't work on their business. So they never pause to understand the larger ramifications about planning and about all the different moving parts to planning and protecting that business that is basically their life's blood. So what we did was we wanted to marry these disparate pieces into a cohesive presentation that only focuses on the emotional issue. And that allows the producer to then pivot into tactical solutions that are product related.
We all really, I mean, if you've been in this business as long as I have, as advisors, we pretty much have a handle on the tax code, understand the issues of buy, sell, cross purchase, wait and see trust, stock redemption plans. But what we're not really talking about is motivation to move people into action. We don't have a call to action. And I think your videos, this is what this, especially this one we're going to see in a little bit, this really brings to the table, this is real life. This is reality TV, really, when you think about it.
I mean, and again, think about when would a business owner actually proactively pick up the phone and call a producer to say, I need you to come in and talk to me about disability insurance? It's almost always when an event has occurred, and the event's almost always negative in nature. So how do you get them to stop their internal dialogue and begin to consider disability when the business isn't on fire? It has to be with something that is not related to product or numbers. And that, the easiest way to storytell that issue is using video.
Yeah, I love storytelling on video, and Jerry and Michael are huge videographers in our business. They have a turnkey package on Amanda, which is huge, and of course you can go out and see that absolutely free. And I want you to be able to think about, when you're watching videos like this is how I get past gatekeepers. I mean, generally, a gatekeeper to the business owner is going to see this video. She's going to watch it, because 90% of the time it's a female. She's going to look at this and she's going to make a judgment call. I'm pushing this forward to the owner. And this is one of those gatekeeping ideas. We're always looking, you know, Jerry, we're always looking for something distinctive to cut us out of the pack, to make us look different. I think this is a huge kind of entry level. If I want to get into a business owner, video clips are the way to go.
Well, and again, think about it. What are all the other producers doing and using to get to the business owner market? They're using product, they're using statistics, they're using spreadsheets. So how do you differentiate yourself? Well, you do it by not talking about product, by being a more holistic solution provider. Show the business owner you're thinking at a higher level. And by the way, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to just educate you about the issue.
Well, let's look at this video clip, because I think you're going to find it as fascinating as I did.
You guys have any idea? I have nothing to contribute this time. I mean, let's think.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Thomas.
Sorry I'm late. That's okay. I don't think any of us are in a hurry to deal with this.
No, we have to address it, Art.
I know.
So, how do you see it, Tom?
Well, things could be a lot better. Ever since Paul's been laid up, we've been going downhill. Sales are off, and they're getting worse.
And it's killing the value of the company.
Is there any one reason for all this?
Actually, I could give you 3 or 4, but it all comes down to Paul. He's the owner. He is the one who opened all the key accounts. Paul's the person who makes all this work.
Great.
It's no picnic for him, Art. I know most of his cash is tied up in the business. And now that sales are slipping, there's not even enough to take care of him and Janice.
And the 2 kids.
Yeah. What little we have to give them, in reality, is running us underfunded.
There has to be something we can do.
Leslie, you've been pretty quiet. What do you think?
Honestly, based on the way things are going, or I should say not going, I've started to look around.
Oh, Leslie, no.
I'm sorry, but I don't see a way out here.
We don't even know who's next in line to run this place. Do we?
I love the actors in this last clip. They did a great job. Jerry, how did you write that script for that?
It was basically trying to put ourselves in the position of a business owner that really doesn't understand the ramifications of disability and, more important, the impact on their employees.
I tell you what, it got to me, and I'm not easily moved. Well, that's our show for today. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, or email me, steve@thebiz.tv. Well, that's the Buzz on the Biz for today. You've been in the zone, the Business Insurance Zone.
You're listening to the insurance industry's #1 resource for products, planning ideas, carrier information, and interviews you can use. When it comes to life insurance, annuities, long-term care, disability, or group pension plans, we're the news you can use.